live at 781 Lee Street, Memphis, Tennessee, 38107. And I came down here to ask the question. If you got hurt working on this job, would you want to be taken care of? I'm asking this question of all the council people. Yes. Since I don't seem to be a constituent, I don't seem to be an employee or nothing else. I just want to know, would you want to be taken care of? Yes. Instead of just swept under the rug like you're nothing. I went to the doctor today and they told me I got some prosthetic shoes that I'm supposed to wear. They cost $1,300. I can't afford them. So I went to Walmart and got me some boots cost $50. Because I can't afford 2 pair of $1,300 shoes a month. I got medication cost $700. I can't afford it either. But it don't mean nothing to nobody but me, other than my family. I worked on this job and I did my job to the best of my ability. A lot of times I went over and beyond what I was supposed to did on my job. But to get swept under the rug like I'm nothing, it ain't fair, it ain't right. And for this city to treat its employees like that, it ain't right. I might not be a police officer, I might not be a fireman, but I was a city employee, and I did my job. But I got treated like trash, just like the garbage truck that ran over me. And y'all sit there and look at me like I'm nothing, but it's okay too. I just hope and pray don't nothing like this ever happen to any of you working on this job.
Thank you, sir. Councilwoman, here you go. There you go.
Yeah, excuse me, sir. Mr. Simmons, please come here, please. Please tell us, what do you want us to do?
Ma'am, I supposed to got a settlement that they took and said they applied toward medical expenses. I'm like, I'm the one got hurt. Why am I paying for medical expenses?
I don't know,
all right,
sir.
After 3 years, they cut you off everything. Doctor visits.
Okay.
I got a hernia.
Okay, who cut you off of what?
The city of Memphis.
Oh, what division in the city of Memphis?
Human Resources, Councilwoman Fully Love.
Who?
It was Human Resources, HR.
Okay.
Well, if you get hurt on this job, they only cover you for 3 years. After
Okay.
3 years,
okay.
they write you off.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you something. I will talk to HR and I will find out why they cut you off.
Well,
they had to have
policy.
Huh?
They say it's a city policy.
It's a city policy.
That's what they say. It's a city policy. After 3 years, whatever problems you got after 3 years, you're on your own.
So you were not cut off from the beginning?
No, ma'am. They you stay on OGI or whatever it is for 3 years.
Oh,
after 3
sir,
years,
well,
they just write you off.
I would imagine
when they wrote
so.
Me off, I had a hernia. I still got the hernia.
No,
they didn't want to do anything about it because they said it wasn't really giving me no trouble, but they said it was a serious operation.
Right.
But after April the 1st of 2017, basically they said that's my problem.
Right.
It don't mean nothing. The prosthetic shoes that I'm supposed to wear, that's my problem. It don't mean nothing. I lost 5 toes off my right foot.
I can understand that, but you say after 4 years or something?
After 3 years.
Okay, 3 years.
They drop you from the city, OGI insurance, or whatever it is that you are covered under.
Okay. Okay, well, sir, I'll have to look into that and Sophia, get Mr. Simmons his number for me. Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you. Councilman Jones.
Simmons, I had a quick question for you, or just perhaps Mr. Wade. I'm not a lawyer, so I'm asking this of the lawyer, but I've had clients who've come to me after personal injury settlements, and all of the time, though, when they get a personal injury settlement, their medical expenses have to be paid out of those expenses. So if somebody gets a $500,000 settlement and their medical expenses are $400,000. Well, those medical expenses have to be paid out of that, and the way that the system works, you only get $100,000 out of a settlement like that if your medical expenses are $400,000.
Well, I got nothing because my medical expenses went over $500,000 my first month in the hospital. I was in the hospital for 2.5 months.
Okay. So from any type of, so you're saying that, but I think that it was presented to us that there may have been a settlement in this, but
there was no settlement. I got nothing. They put me on inline to do the pension, which cut my salary down to 60%. Then I got to pay for my insurance out of that for my family, and that drops it down less than 50%. That's it. Okay. That's all I get. I mean, I was just wrote off after that. And after 3 years, you don't get nothing for medication, doctor visits. I was supposed to go see a vascular specialist every 6 months to check this artery that was severed when I got crushed. I can't go do that. I take warfarin. Every doctor I go to trying to figure out who's supposed to keep check on my I&R. Now, when it first got hurt, they were going to get me an I&R machine. Then when they seen how much it was, now we send you to a doctor. They send me to Dr. Katz. But as of April the 1st, I can't go to Dr. Katz either.
Okay. Well, Ms. Fullilove, when you receive that information, will you share it with the rest of us, please? Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Simmons.
Did you have a question for Attorney Wade?
No.
Okay, thank you. I mean, if you want to talk on it.
Councilman Jones is correct. You have what's called subrogation, meaning that the medical providers have the right to recover their expenses from any settlement that you obtain. The solution to the problem is if you have more medical expenses than your settlement amount, don't settle for it. Once you do it, you're over, and you need a lawyer. We are not your lawyer. You need, well, end of story. End of story.
Tennessee says that basically the way this is set up, you get nothing. The city says opted out on workman's comp. So they set aside $150,000 for on-the-job injury medical expenses. If they decide to settle out with you, the max you can get is $300,000. But if your medical expenses exceed that $150,000, then it eats up that $300,000, and you can basically wind up with nothing. And that's what happened to me, which I don't feel that's right. I mean, if I was horse playing around or out doing something I had no business, got ran over by a truck, okay, that's my fault. But I was in the shop doing my job and got ran over by a truck. I had another mechanic standing right next to me. He told me I pushed him out the way. I didn't remember that, but he told me I pushed him out the way. But it means nothing. I was asked, why would you take it upon yourself to try to save somebody else instead of save yourself?